Hey, there we are. How we doing, strangers? Welcome to the Network Marketing Insider number 261 by Today One Cool IBO. This is June 6, 2016. This is Own Your Life Newopday, and we are here as we always are. Well, not always. And in fact, by the title of today's show, Where's My Organization? Oh, yeah, I was on vacation. That's why we didn't have any of these shows last week at all. Just because, boy, no excuses, but I just didn't. I slept. I couldn't get up. It was after 8 o'clock both days when I woke up on Wednesday and Friday. And on Newop Day last session, I was actually preparing to head off and travel, and I slept in a little bit that day, and I got into doing something, and I missed 8 o'clock on that day. I was ready to go. I missed it. I was like, I'll just take a week off. But I've been back now for a week. So, like I said, we missed the 3 shows last session. And, where's my organization? Oh, yeah, I was on vacation. Well, I was gone for a month. We had a couple of shows during those 3 weeks where I was away. Well, not a month, but 3 weeks. But we had a couple of shows while I was gone, while I was away there. Missed a few. But here again, I was on vacation. So um, the reason for today's title, Where's my organization? Oh, yeah, I was on vacation. 2 reasons, really. Number one is, in all actuality, because of the fact that I have an organization and that I have money coming in, whether I'm doing anything or not, sure makes it a whole lot easier for me to be able to afford and go on a vacation. I mean, the last time you went on vacation, did you earn any money while you were not at work, while you were out there vacationing? My guess is for most of you, probably the answer is probably not. So before I continue on here any further, I just want to say, welcome to all the network marketers. Welcome to, especially Swissco Global Network Marketers. That's our little baby here. And I'd like to let you know I'm hanging out here from Phoenix, Arizona, back in town again. And let us know, type in, let us know where you're hanging out from. We love to know where people are hanging and watching our show from. So, and throw in a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. And so where I was saying there is, the last time you went on vacation, did you earn any money while you were gone? And my guess is probably no. And that's because, you know, for most people, after you take out all the time that you spend sleeping and all the time you spend working and all the time that you spend, commuting to work and running around doing all those things that life demands that you have to get done, that at the end of the day, most people have maybe 1 or 2 hours for themselves to do the things that they like to do. And even if they had more time, they probably don't even have the money. And obviously, we have a way here for you to own your life, take control of your life by starting a home-based business that is so simple that anybody can do it. It does not involve any selling. And the best part is it doesn't take very much of that time that you don't have a whole lot of. So since you're not earning any money while you're out on vacation, you know, when you're going to take a vacation, you probably either have to do one of two things. Either plan ahead, figure out what you're going to do, and start saving money for it, and hopefully be able to save enough to be able to actually do what you want to do. Or number two, just start saving, knowing that I'll have a vacation coming at this date in the future. And when that date and time comes, then, we'll just can afford to do, you know. So you're either going to plan ahead and save, or you're going to save and settle. And when you have to settle for anything, you're never really going to be happy with it. You know what I mean? It's like if you've got your heart set on, getting yourself a brand new luxury car, and you've gone out and you've scoured the dealerships, and you've sat in the cars, and you've drove some of the cars, and you've just fallen in love with this, this Cadillac Seville or whatever, this high-end Cadillac. I don't even know what they make anymore. STS, I don't know what they call them, but the nicest Cadillac that they make with all the bells and whistles, right? And you're like, this is the car that I'm going to get. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to get a down payment. I'm going to come here and I'm going to get this car. And so you do that. You save your money and you walk down to the Cadillac dealer and you say, you know what? This is the car I want. Let's go see what colors you have on the lot. Great. I like that color. Let's take it for a test drive. I love this car. Let's do this thing, right? And you walk in and you go through the whole process, and then you say, I got X amount of dollars to put down. And they say, okay, great. You're going to put X amount of dollars down, blah, blah, blah. Here it is. The price is this, X amount down with your, all your bells and whistles and everything else. You're going to be paying X amount a month. And you just go, no, I didn't think about that. Can't afford to pay that much money per month. But I got to get out of this beater crap car that I got. So you go, okay, well, you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to buy this car today. They say, well, how about if we get rid of some of the bells and whistles? And you go through the whole process, and you just decide at the end of the day, I just can't afford to get this Cadillac. It's not going to work. So you go down the street because you're like, I got to get out of this beater old car. So you go down the street, and you go to the Chevy dealer, and you settle for a Chevy Malibu. Because that provides you with a payment that you can afford. But you know what? And you're going to go home, and you're going to be driving your brand new Chevy Malibu, and you're going to be telling everybody, oh, this is a great car. I love this car, and blah, 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 blah. And every time you get in that car, and every time you drive that car, and every time you reach and turn on one of the features or do something like that, you're going to, in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking, man, I wish this worked the way that Cadillac worked. Or, man, this doesn't even have, that Cadillac had that, I don't even have that in this car. You're going to be constantly thinking about that, and you're never going to be in love with your vehicle. You're never going to fully enjoy that car. And it's the same way with your vacation. If you do the save and settle thing, right? You might be saving, thinking, you know what? Oh yeah, we're going to go on vacation, and in 6 months we're going on vacation. I'm saving, and we're going to be doing this. We're going to be going to Walt Disney World. You live in LA, or you live here in Phoenix, let's say, right? Oh yeah, we're going to be whole family. We're going to be going to Walt Disney World in Florida, and seeing all the parks and all that. And when the time comes, now you're like, we don't have enough money to take the whole family to Disney World all the way to Florida. Well, let's go to Disneyland. That's just as good, right? And you look and you go, wow, Disneyland's pretty expensive. Maybe we should go to Knott's Berry Farm. And you end up taking your vacation, instead of going to Florida where you wanted to go, to Disney World. You can't even settle for second best because Disneyland is too expensive as well too. So you go to Knott's Berry Farm, and do you think you're really going to have a great time at Knott's Berry Farm? Sure, you're going to have fun. I mean, it's an amusement park. You can't not have fun, right? And the kids don't give a crap. They're at an amusement park. It doesn't matter to them. They're going to be disappointed they're not seeing Mickey Mouse, of course. But you, in the back of your mind, the whole time, are going to be thinking, damn, wish we were at least at Disneyland, man. This is just like, this is nothing. This is not where I wanted to be. So that's kind of where I put, oh yeah, I'm on vacation, because you're not getting paid while you're out there on vacation. And that's the other thing. Not only do you have to settle for that vacation that you really didn't want to do, then when you get back, right, you've been gone 3, 5, 7, 10, 14 days, however many days that it's been that you've had this vacation, and there wasn't any money being earned. And now you're behind the 8 ball. You scrimped and saved for the vacation, and then you probably spent all the money that you saved on the vacation. So now, during that time you were gone, the bills and everything kept coming in. They didn't stop just because you went on vacation, but the paycheck did. And so now you're behind the 8 ball. And I'll tell you, when you fall behind, it doesn't matter, if you just fall 1 month behind on one bill, it takes 3 times as long to catch up than it does to fall behind. So if you fell behind on one bill for 1 month, you come back and you're still okay, you can pay everything except for this one bill. Next month, you know, it's going to take you, maybe you still can't afford to get caught up. Maybe you still can't afford to pay that bill, pay double and get caught up next month. Maybe it's going to take 2 or 3 months before you can actually say, okay, we got enough money here now. I can pay 2 months of this bill and be caught up again before you can even start thinking about your next vacation and starting to save. So that was what I meant by, oh yeah, I'm on vacation. Now, when I talk, getting back to network marketing here, and the first part of this is, oh yeah, where's my organization? Before I get into that, this is Newopday, and the Own Your Life Plan, the manual, the training manual for how to run a network marketing organization is what we cover here on Newopday, and we are in chapter 15, which is important phrases and handling objections. And I did begin this chapter back on May 23rd, Newopday. We got into this chapter, started the introduction to it and all that, and we will get back into that. If I have time here today, we'll touch upon that. I'm sure I'll have time, but we'll touch upon that in a little bit. So I just want to let you know, what this Newopday Hangout generally is all about, and that we haven't lost touch with what we're doing. I'm just trying to get this thing back on track here after being on vacation. So what I was saying about now, where's my organization? Well, first of all, while I was on vacation, who cares? Not necessarily who cares totally, but in reality, because I have that organization, like I said, I'm still earning money. I still have money coming in while I'm on vacation. So when I get home after that vacation, I go, okay, we got money here, boom, get all the bills paid, on we go. But, building an organization the right way involves you sponsoring people, okay? Not just recruiting people and saying, hey, come on, join this, sign up, pay here, here's your stuff, good luck, bye, see ya, I gotta go, right? That's recruiting. Oh, don't worry, the organization, the system, the company, they'll handle you. They'll give you everything you need. Don't worry about me, right? That's recruiting. Sponsoring is saying, hey, come on now, let's go over here. This is how this is how you and we're going to build your business, and we're going to go do this together, and we're going to go do this together, and we're going to go this together, and then you're going to start doing this part by yourself, or with me, and I'll help you go through this part, and then you'll do this part, and I'll help you with that, and then you'll come back to the beginning again, and now you'll start doing this part all on your own. So there's a level of your participation in helping, in working with your people your sponsors that you have brought into the organization, in working with them to build their business, to help them build their business. So when you go on that vacation, where's your organization? Well, some of the newer people who are dependent upon you for their success at that point in time, unfortunately, they probably are going to suffer. However, on the other hand, the more experienced people who aren't so dependent on you now sort of have a challenge before them, and this is an opportunity for you to see, what people are made of, and who's going to step up and take the ball and run with it, and who's going to continue carrying forward and enhancing their game, right? And those who are just going to kind of sit back and go, well, he's gone. Maybe I'll just wait till he gets back. So it's, like I said, it's a good judge of who you have within your organization here. And then, of course, the people that are, even more advanced, that, don't really need you at all, well, they're still out there doing it. They're still out there, working it and building their organization, which in turn is, building your organization and bringing in more and more, income month after month. So you've got 3 levels there. You've got your newest that are really dependent on you. You've got those, ready to breakaways, and then you've got the ones that don't even have to worry about these guys. They're off and gone, and and doing their own thing now. So from them, now from the entire thing, you've still got income coming in, which is nice. All right. From the farthest out, you've still got growth happening. From the middle action, maybe you've got some growth, maybe you don't. Like I said, a good way to see who are the people that you really need to spend a little more time with, and who are the people that you, actually want to just, give that last hurrah, that last push, that last bit of encouragement, enthusiasm, and excitement and energy, so that they could get out there and become those third level people. And who else you need to spend a little more time with and work with a little more to get them to that stage. And then of course, when you get back, you need to rally up the troops of all your new guys, saying, hey, all right, here we go, guys. I was on vacation, we know, let's get back on the horse here and let's get this thing going. Right? Let's get this thing going again. So that's what I mean by where's my organization. Number one, while you're gone, you've got the organization. There's a whole piece of it. You're like, I don't have to worry about. I don't need to. They're supporting my vacation for me. And then you've got the remainder of the group that when you get back, you need to, like I said, rally the troops. Come on, let's get back. Let's get back to business here. So that's a nice thing, though. You're going to tell all your people, hey, look, I'm going to be going on vacation. I really want to see you guys continue forward, work with this, do the best you can. I'm always going to be available by phone for a 3-way phone call. We can still work together that way. I can still work and support you that way. Here's my schedule, whatever however you want to set it up. And you can, and that's the beautiful thing too, is you can actually still work with those newer people while you're on vacation, at least to a certain extent. That's one of the very nice things about a network marketing organization, is it does give you that freedom to be able to do things remotely, and that sort of stuff. So anyway, you get it all set up prior to. Everybody knows what's going on. Some people are just like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to take a break for the 3 weeks that he's gone, and then I'll pick it up when he gets back. Yada yada yada, and you just boom, you just jump right back into it and go. So that's where's my organization, and oh yeah, I was on vacation. That was the purpose for today's show, just to kind of bring it all back together, let you guys know why this whole thing kind of fell off a little bit, and why we're back here, getting back in the saddle, back on the horse here, and going forward. So with that, I got a couple minutes here. I do want to do a recap of what we covered May 23rd on our Newopday there, on this chapter 15, which is a real important chapter here. It's important phrases and handling objections. Okay, and I just want to go through real quick a recap. We talked about building your foundation. You got to start sponsoring people, and to start sponsoring people, you have to talk to people. And when you talk to people, you're going to have to be prepared to handle objections and skepticism. And we live in a very skeptical and cynical world today, and that people are really, adamant about wanting to not believe from the beginning. Okay, so you have to, be prepared for these types of situations when people are going to be objectionable to what you're talking about and what you're bringing to their attention. And so, so he talked about in the book, one of the good statements here is, as you're sort of introducing network marketing, you can break, at any time really, you can just kind of break into yourself and say, hey, I can see that you have doubts about getting involved. And, I want you to understand that if you say yes, that I'm going to be the one training you. And also understand that if I didn't think you could do it, we'd be talking about something else right now. So I believe in you, is what you're saying. And that's why we're talking about this. So that's a good icebreaker to get them to open up, going, wow, okay, wow, he believes in me and I can do, yeah. And then you can go on by saying, the question that you should really ask yourself here right now is, why would I want to talk somebody into getting involved in my business if I didn't think they could do it, right? And then you may want to also say, once you've been in the business 30 days, and know just, a fraction of what I know about this business already, you'll understand then why I'm so excited about your opportunity now. Okay. It's going to take you a little while to, wrap your head around all this stuff. But 30 days from now, you're going to go, now I see why Paul was so excited about getting me started in this. Okay, so that's a really cool thing. And then we go on to talk about some of the top 9 objections. I'm just going to run through them real quick again. Do I have to sell? Is it a pyramid? I can't afford to go into business. My wife or husband wouldn't be interested. Is there an advantage to me being sponsored directly by a company? How far down group should I be working? How do I select a network marketing company? Can I work more than one program? And I just don't have the time. So those are the most popular objections that you're going to run up against. A couple of those in the middle there are really some things that you might get from people a little bit more advanced or farther along that you've talked to more people. But there's about 5 of these that are really, you're almost going to get these every time. And when we come back next Newopday, I'm going to, go through what Don has in here, and I'm going to throw in a really powerful piece that I've learned from some of my other education in marketing and business management and whatnot and sales, that's going to take Don's information and even elevate that to a whole nother level and make your introduction to your network marketing organization, to your prospective sponsors, just smooth as butter. So with that, everybody, we're going to end today, as we always do, with the Napoleon Hill prayer that goes, "O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire." Everybody go out there, make it a great Newopday, kick off this session, this 7-day session strong. Get out there and make things happen, and we'll see you back here on Wisdom Wednesday for another exciting and informative show. Everybody have a great day.